Hey guys, so we are doing something a little bit different today. A little bit of blood, a little bit of gore. This is not something that I normally do for Halloween looks, but I thought it'd be fun for a change, and I actually thought of this idea literally the morning of my filming day, and I was like, oh my god, this is a brilliant idea. I have to do this. So I hope you guys like this. It's a fun little switch up to my normal Halloween videos. So basically all you're gonna do is you're gonna apply your basic pale foundation. And now I had a girl in the comments of my last video say that the pale foundation is the color of her skin, so this doesn't work. So what you can do if you have this problem is to get a white cream makeup from a drugstore, or you can get a nicer one online, maybe like a Mayron one or something like that, and then mix it with a cream light toned foundation, and you'll get the nice blendability of the foundation without getting the patchiness of the cream makeup, and that would probably be the best bet for those of you with really pale skin. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna set it with a translucent powder. And then I'm taking a kind of brick red color. I mixed 3 together actually for this, and you're just gonna blend that into the crease area and kind of onto your eyelid. You really want to be blended with this. You want to bring it up really high, and you're also going to put it on your lower lash line, and you're going to bring it down really low. The reason you want to do this is because we're going to add black later, and you want the brick red color to really poke out from the smoky black colors. So go ahead and do that, and just take a fluffy brush and just blend everything out really nicely. So now you're going to do your eyebrows, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills in chocolate. And for Halloween videos, I always like to go a little bit more dramatic, just because I feel like for Halloween you can do that, you can get away with it. But this is also kind of a more gothic type of look. It's a little bit on the darker side. So going darker with your eyebrows, I think, is really needed for this look. And it also just gives a lot of contrast. And I just like the look of a little bit more of a darker, sharper brow for this. So now you're just going to take a matte black shade, and you're going to pat this on to your lid, and then you're just going to blend it out with a fluffy brush. You also want to apply it to your lower lash line as well and blend it out. This is just going to give a really nice dark look. After you blend it though, you definitely want to make sure that you add a little bit more. You want it to be really concentrated by your lash line, and it's going to give that really dark, nice, dramatic look. Then I went ahead and I went back into that orange shadow. I feel like sometimes when you layer up a lot of shadows, sometimes the under shadows can get kind of lost. So I went around the outer parts of the black and I just brightened it up a little bit. And then I went in with a white shimmery shadow and I put that in the inner corners and also under the brow bone. Later on, actually in the tutorial, which didn't actually get on camera, I went in with kind of like a gold shimmery color and I put that over the top in the inner corners, and it just kind of gave a little bit of pop to the look. And then I went in with a black liquid liner and I did a really bold winged eyeliner. You guys know I love going really bold with my wing for Halloween looks. Like I said, you can get away with going a little bit more dramatic on things for Halloween. So that's what I did there. And then I also did my waterline with like a black kohl liner. And then of course I went in with some eyelashes. I did this off camera, but it's a must because it makes it nice and dramatic, looks really good. And then of course I just contoured my cheekbones and around my hairline and under my chin. I used a Kiko Milano Cosmetics bronzer, and I like this because it has a really nice warm tone to it, which I think goes really well with the oranges in the eyes. And then for the cheeks, I went in with a really nice pale like pink color, and I put that on my cheeks. I thought this looked really good because it's not too dark. I didn't want to look like I had too much color in my face because obviously it's kind of more of a gothic type look. And then of course a nice highlighter. This is the Nikki Tutorials highlighter. It is so good, guys. It's by Ofra. Oh, love it so much. I don't know the name of it. I'll put it in the lower bar, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. And then for my lips, I used the e.l.f. lipstick in black. This is an amazing black lipstick, but I didn't want it to be too one-dimensional, so I decided to go in with a gold eyeshadow, and I put that in like the middle parts of my lips just to give it a little bit of dimension, and it gives it a really, really nice pop of color. Okay guys, now for the unicorn horn. So I just took Elmer's glue and then some toilet paper, and you want to make like a circle around your forehead, like a little circle, and that's where the horn is going to go. Now, this works really, really well, but I had a little bit of problems with the horn, which I'll get to later. I didn't have all the tools that I needed actually for this look the day that I did it. So if you do end up doing this look, you really need to get the proper like products and tools. But the Elmer's glue does work for this part of the tutorial, and I think it works it's really simple and it dries really fast and it works. So you're just going to take that, use a Q-tip, and just kind of blend it out and add more glue. You want to make sure that this dries completely before you move on to the next steps, but luckily Elmer's glue dries really quickly. And then you want to just go over it with some foundation just to kind of even it out and make it look like the rest of your skin. And then you're going to go in with like the reds and like the browns and the blacks. You want to do black in the middle, and then the reds around the outside, obviously, because it's a wound. Now, the key here is to not use a cool toned red. You want to use a red that is a little bit on the warmer side because it's going to look more like blood. If you go too cool toned, it's going to look a little bit pink. And I will admit, in this video, I did go a little bit too pink. I'm not gonna lie, but I did kind of fix it up with a little bit of brown and a little bit of a lipstick that was a little bit more warm. So you're just gonna go in and you're just gonna kind of darken up the middle and then kind of blend it out so it looks like a wound. Pretty easy. I just used a little makeup brush, and you're gonna cover up most of this with blood anyways, so it doesn't have to be too detailed. So just kind of, you know, blot it in, you know what I mean? Now, to make the horn is actually pretty easy. You want to take Model Magic, and you can get this at any craft store. It's usually in like the kids section because it's Crayola. And you're going to do two like really, really long, skinny, cone-shaped pieces. And then you just want to wrap them around each other. Now, my tip for you guys would be to not make it too long. I think mine was just a titch long, but the key here is to make sure that the base of your horn is diagonal. You don't want it to be completely flat. So you see here, I'm making it more of a diagonal shape, and this is going to make it sit on your forehead better so it doesn't fall off. So if you want to make it dry faster, you can cook it in the oven at 200 until it dries completely. And I used eyelash glue because that's all I had. But if you can get your hands on Pros-Aide, get that because it's going to stick so much better. Mine did not stick well. So get Pros-Aide, or even Spirit Gum would probably work better, which I think you can get at like Halloween stores. But eyelash glue, doesn't work. Don't use it. It's not going to last all night. So if you can get Pros-Aide, definitely get that. And then I used a little bit of like a bluish gray eyeshadow, and I made these veins, which I thought was really cool. And then you're gonna take some fake blood. I got the worst fake blood on the market, I swear, you guys. Like, I don't have a lot of Halloween stores near me, so I couldn't get like the really nice stuff. So this was crappy blood, but if you can get better quality blood, I would definitely recommend it. Okay, this is where I should have stopped. Do you guys see this? I think this was about the perfect amount of blood right here, but it's really easy to go blood happy when you do like, you know, gory looks, because you just want to keep adding it. I don't know what it is, but this would be a good place for me to stop, but I just kept going. I just kept adding it. I wanted some drips, and then it just kind of went a little crazy. But you could add as much blood as you want, but I think this here would have probably been about perfect. So that is basically it, guys. A really cool kind of unique, you know, take on the unicorn, and I hope you guys like it. I think it's really cool. One thing that I would recommend is to get some little ears. I think that unicorn looks definitely look better when you have little tiny unicorn ears. I actually couldn't find any, which is why I'm not wearing any, but it does make the look a little bit more complete. So I hope you guys liked this video. Definitely thumbs us up and also comment down below if you did. This may be my last Halloween tutorial of the year if I can't find time to do any more, but I'll definitely link all my other ones down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!